Hey there, weirdos, it's me, ChickenHumanPerson, and today we are doing a RoBeats tips video because, I just want to help the new player, considering there's a lot of people are actually, coming to the RoBeats thing because of this RB Battles thing, and a lot of people are being introduced to the game, so I thought, why don't I just make a tips thing to help people. Alright, so number one, so keybinds. They are the most important part of the game, and that's pretty obvious, because otherwise, how are you going to play the song, They are mainly based off of preference, but I'll give some base keybinds to start with that I think everyone should use. And these are ASKL, QWOP, comma and period, and the keybinds I personally use: backquote, 1, multiply, and then keypad minus. So yeah, that should help. But yeah, those are what I recommend for keybinds. Alright, next part. 2. So Notespeed. It's the second most important part of the game, because it basically determines how slow or fast your notes will come across the screen. This is also promising, but I recommend 45 to 79 note speed, because anything higher or lower, it can become unreadable on certain maps. Like, it could be too fast, maybe even too slow. Yeah. So I'd recommend out of those numbers, though, that's what I recommend. I personally use 55 on any song that's 29 or over, and then I use 60 on anything that's 28 or lower, and with lane cover, by the way. And I already explained what lane cover is in the previous vid. It's basically just covers half your screen, and it's meant to be used with just default note speed or 50. That's what it is meant to be used with. Alright, next thing. So, improving on songs. So, you have your keybinds and note speeds down, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna actually play a song. But then you notice you're still not improving. This is basically what I call a mind block, and what a lot of people also call. It's basically when you feel like you aren't getting better, yet you're not getting worse either at the song. Like, you're pretty much stuck. You hit a skill block, basically. To solve this, I recommend taking this is what I do personally, but I recommend taking a 1 or to 2 week break from the game, because then you can rest and not worry about the game for a bit. Then you come back feeling better, and you can finally get rid of that mind block. That's what happened to me, at least, because in case you're wondering, I was stuck. I had a skill block and mind block in Osu, and I took a week or 2 break from Osu. Boom, and I immediately annihilated the skill block. It was amazing, and it was honestly great. So yeah. Alright, number 4, gear. Okay, I'm gonna just say this now. Gear was only helpful back then when you could get note speed from gear. Actually, but most people just used lane cover back then because they didn't want to waste money on gear. But gear is basically useless, unless you really much just want to win in multiplayer. Other than that, it is just completely useless, and will only help you get a better score. It will not help you improve at all. And do not get perfect time gear either. Stick with the base perfect time, which is 60 ms. I just have gear because I used to get it back then, because why not? I guess, I don't know, I was bored. But yeah, I personally, I'm just saying this now, it will be the worst choice in your RoBeats thing if you add any perfect time. Stick with the base time. So we've gone through all those tips, and they were basically just, yeah, we went through the keybinds, we went through note speed, went through improving on songs, aka just getting off a skill block or mind block, and gear. But this, you gotta take your time through all of these. In case you're wondering, it did not take me a week or two to get to the point where I am. It took several months to get to my point of where I am. It is hard. Rhythm games in general, any rhythm game or just any game in general, they will be hard at first. Mainly rhythm. I'm just going to talk about rhythm games, but they are always hard at first. Do not go into rhythm games expecting that you'll learn it in a week or two. It takes months to get good. Months. In case you're wondering, when I first started, it took me 3 months to reach just to be able to do well on 20s. And now that I've been playing for 8 months, I can now do 30s. But I still can't no miss or do on them. Some people take years of playing to even FC one of the hardest songs in the game. Like, for example, Goodbye. It takes years of experience to get good at that, like that song. Or something like, I don't know, like Galaxy Collapse, or Fury of the Storm, or Freedom Dive. You know? You have to take your time. Please, take your time. That, and that's that. Those are my RoBeats tips on how to get better at the game. And yeah, that's just what I recommend personally. Now, I'm going to end this video now. I hope you all have a good rest of your day/night, wherever you are in the world. But yeah, use these tips if you want to get better at RoBeats, okay? Or just any random game in general. Personally RoBeats though, because this is a RoBeats tips video. But yeah, I must see you guys now. Bye.